The Finals is an upcoming first-person shooter developed and published by Embark Studios. The base idea of the game is 3 versus 3 versus 3 FPS indestructible environments. The game is in open beta right now, with official release date yet to be announced. But there's already a decent amount of fun to be had in the game, especially if you like ultra-high-octane extra chaotic shooters. The game has 3 classes, light, medium, and heavy. All classes have their signature guns and abilities. Light has the least HP but has the highest mobility. Also by default it features a scoped sniper rifle. It's probably the hardest class to play, since game is so insanely chaotic most of the time sniping is really hard, and having lowest HP pool really sucks, as 90% of combat is close to mid-range anyway. But the grappling hook is awesome and has almost unfair range, so if you like to switch positions often and are a god with a sniper, this is the class for you. Medium class is probably the one most people will like the most. It's average in terms of mobility, but it comes with medium HP pool and by default starts with an assault rifle and a healing gun that you can use to heal your teammates. This healing is pretty situational though, as most of the time there's simply not enough time to heal your teammates, as healing is pretty slow and it only takes a split second to die in a fight. The best part of medium class though is the ability to revive teammates instantly, which can sometimes completely turn the fight to your favor. Heavy class is the slowest, but has the most HP and comes with a heavy machine gun, which has lots of ammo and deals lots of damage. So it's awesome for clearing rooms or destroying entire teams of enemies, but the reload time forces you to play strategically. All classes have upgrades and unlocks that you can acquire by spending VRS, a currency you get from matches, and weapons additionally have levels that you acquire by gaining XP for using the weapons in matches, and new levels unlock new skins for the weapons. This seems purely cosmetic though, so it's not that important. You can also customize your classes by spending credits, another currency, to unlock skins, clothes, and accessories. Credits are paid currency and you can't get them in regular matches. Matches themselves mostly consist of 2 modes. Quick Cash, a sort of capture the flag mode where you compete to open a vault for a cash box, then deposit the cash box into receptacle, and bank it, a mode where you kill enemies for coins and deposit those coins. In every mode, the first team to reach a certain amount of points wins. In Quick Cash, it's 20,000. In Bank It, it's 40,000. Of course, this being a pre-release game, there are a couple of problems. Probably the biggest problem are completely garbage loading times. Playing on a pretty decent computer with 10 gigabit Ethernet, with the game running on an SSD and with the game's region being set to Europe, where I am, it still sometimes takes over 2 or even 3 minutes to find a match and load in. In a game where matches last around 10 minutes or so, spending 20 to 30% of time in just loading screens kinda sucks and you can really feel it. And even more annoying, although much less frequent problem is matchmaking loading you into ongoing matches. At the moment, there doesn't seem to be any penalty of leaving the game, be it intentionally or because game crashed, which sometimes happens. But because there's no penalty, people sometimes don't stick around, especially if their team is losing, so they just leave. And it seems matchmaking prioritizes filling in empty slots with new people rather than just loading said people into new matches. So you can often find yourself connected to a match to fill up a slot in a losing team. On its own, it wouldn't be a problem, but at least at the moment it seems that if you get connected to already ongoing match, even if you end it, you don't get any rewards. I'm not sure if that's intended behavior to prevent people from farming rewards, or it's a bug, and it doesn't happen all the time. But you do connect to ongoing matches frequently enough for this to be pretty damn annoying waste of time. On a positive note, game is extremely action-heavy and intense. Destructible environments allow for some truly unique matches and strategies, like blowing up the wall if enemy has blocked entrances. Most of the objectives and respawn markers are also physical objects that can be pushed or carried away to a safer location, so there's a lot of environmental dynamics happening in every single match. Slight downside to such intense action is that sometimes there's just so much chaos happening on the screen. It's impossible to react to everything and you just die because you literally can't do anything else. It is part of the game, but sometimes that means you get into really unfair situations and can't do anything about it. Since it's 3v3v3, the team is incredibly important, and alone you won't do much. You can really feel it if one of your team members is not on the same level as others. It just drags you down. But hey, if you've got a couple of buddies, I can easily recommend you try this game out. Or even if you're just solo player, this game is fun enough most of the time to provide you with lots of fun time even with randoms. So try it out.